Mi'chel Jarjoura is here, and she's the events coordinator from the Harrison Regional Chamber of Commerce, and we're here to talk about something near and dear to my heart.
Oh,
the Christmas parade.
Oh, I know. It's near and dear to mine, too.
Is it really?
It is.
It's a fun time. It is a fun time. This is your first experience.
It is.
Are you learning anything new about your position?
No,
being the events coordinator?
I love Christmas, so it's just...
Yeah, this will be
This
fun.
one just kind of falls together.
This is fun.
You've organized it so well over the years that it just all comes together, so... You know, you're the king of the Christmas parade.
Oh, is that
so.
it? Well,
we should give him a crown.
I know we should.
You know, I sent out that memo that I wanted people to refer to me as that, and it's starting to work.
It
Wish
is.
I brought my tiara for you.
No, I actually have done it for 6 years, and this is the easiest year possible. You're the easiest person to work for.
How wonderful!
Yes, and she is the cat's meow when it comes to organizing and making everything work.
Wonderful.
So basically, I don't do anything.
Oh, yes, you do.
No.
Well, tell
We
us
couldn't do it
about
without
it.
you. Well, it's December the 3rd this year, and it starts at 7 p.m., so get your cars lined up, get your spot. It's a Monday night.
Okay.
Yes, you know, we've tried Saturdays before in the past, and that it just really doesn't work, band competitions and different things. So it's Monday night, December the 3rd, starts at 7 p.m., and we've got lots of different categories as we have in the past. So
What's the theme this year?
The theme is Christmas memories.
Okay, so that covers
A lot. You can, you know, take different spins from that and go in a lot of different directions is what we kind of were thinking. So I want to tell you about the different categories. So we have 6 different categories for the Christmas parade that you can enter into, and I want to tell you about each of them. So Visions of Christmas, that's just a general float entry that you can enter into the parade. Then we have Glory of Angels. That's a religious float. If you're a church or an organization along those lines, you can enter into the parade. Then we have St. Nick's Dream Machines. You're talking about your antique vehicle that you're working on.
Mine won't be quite ready.
It won't be ready yet. No. Well, if you have an antique vehicle and you want to, you know, decorate it and enter it into the parade, then that's what St. Nick's Dream Machines is all about. And then we have Spectacular Sparkles. If you're, say you're a dealership in town, or you just have a neat vehicle that you want to put in that's not antique, maybe you're a beauty queen and you want to have someone riding in a car, that would be what the Spectacular Sparkles is. So, you know, decorate your car with garland or something along those lines.
A lot of business people do that. For their vehicles,
right.
Yeah.
So this doesn't have a trailer on it or anything like that. No float behind it. Then, of course, we have our band entries. That's our musical marvels. So far, we have 5 bands in the parade this year.
Yay.
Hopefully, we'll have a couple more enter before the parade comes around. And then we have walking entries. So if you just, maybe you're the Girl Scouts or something, you just want to have a banner and walk, you can be a walking entry. So lots of different entries.
Something for everyone.
Something for everyone.
If they want to
Now,
be in the parade.
Now, typically we don't have live animals in the parade, but you know, I think it was either last year or year before that we had some. I forget who we had. I don't know what category it was, but we did have them, and they were last, of course. But
that was
Why? Why were they last?
Well, because they leave a deposit. And
okay.
we just didn't, you know.
Well, I think that would be a very, very interesting entry.
I think there were some mules and donkeys and things, and it was okay. It was fine. Yeah.
Well, good.
Well, the entries for all of the everything but walking, it's just a $25 entry fee, and you've got until the 30th. So you've got a whole another week after Thanksgiving to get your entry in. If you're a walking entry, it's $15. So it's not expensive to enter into the Christmas parade. We just do this for fun. So it's for the community. So, you know, you've still got time to get your entry in. We also do sponsorships for the Christmas parade. There's candy sponsorships, which the candy is for Santa and the elves to pass out. We have the Pioneer cheerleaders come from the college, and they are Santa's elves, and they pass out the candy for Santa. So
and Santa will be there this year.
Santa will be there this year, and he's the last entry in the parade, so he rides on the fire truck. So Santa will be there.
Unless we have animals.
Unless we have some animals, right. But we also do band sponsorships. So how this works is If your organization wants to do a band sponsorship, it's $150, and all of that money is divided up among however many entries we have for the bands, and it's given back to the organization, so back to the bands.
And several different people could go together and come up with that $150 sponsorship. It doesn't have to be just one.
And I think a lot of people don't know that the money is given back to the band, so it's not for the chamber, it's for the bands themselves. So I think that's a really good thing.
Now, who's the Grand Marshal this year?
The Grand Marshal is Jane Christensen.
Okay.
Yeah, so she'll be riding in a car in the parade.
That was all confirmed, finalized.
Yeah, all confirmed and finalized.
Wonderful.
So she's very excited and thankful that we selected her. So she's very
she's retiring
excited.
from the Harrison Daily Times. And probably fitting that we
honor her in that way.
Yes, for sure. Absolutely. Well, I have a couple of other things I want to tell you about. I want to tell you about the parade route.
Okay.
The parade entries will line up at the junior high parking lot, and then the parade will start on Spring Street. All those little guys will come out of the junior high parking lot and start there on Spring Street, and then they'll turn onto Stevenson and go around the square on Main, and then they'll go up towards the hospital, and then they'll end kind of around like Neighborhood Diner.
Okay.
And then they'll disperse in their different directions. If you, for some reason, have children that you need to drop off at a float, if you would be so kind as to park in the youth center parking lot and walk your child over to the float. We don't want anybody to get hurt or anything, so get there early.
It's a wee bit chaotic.
I was going to say it's congested and chaotic. So
a lot of cars moving and kids running and Also, there's the two turns that you're talking about are a little dangerous, and we just ask people if you're on those corners to please keep back. I know it's tempting to want to move forward and see a little bit more, but we're going to have people, volunteers there in
safety vest.
In safety vest, orange vest or green, and they're there to keep that traffic. So please, we don't want any tires to step
and respect
on
those people in the vest, because they are looking out for your safety.
Yeah, definitely. They're there to help us keep everything organized, and we don't want anybody to get hurt. So
now we will be doing the parade live this year, and I think you're going to be. emceeing. I know that you're going to be.
I am. I don't know.
Going to be with you, but
I'm not 100%
it's usually
sure yet, but
Lisa Johnson. Maybe she'll do it this year, but we're going to be right at the corner of Main and Stevenson, and we're going to get that live for you.
Definitely.
So if you can't come out, if the weather's too cold or too windy, or you just if you're shut in, we'll be glad to get that to you. Just watch if you're on cable, 843, and if you're on antenna, it'd be what channel is it? 26.2. It's 0.1. Sorry.
All right.
And 843 or 95.1 if you have digital TV.
Yeah.
There we go. So if you can't come out, then you can watch it on TV.
Exactly.
That's a great option right there. Well, I'm very excited about the parade.
You got it?
I am.
You got all the information.
Got all the information.
Good deal.
If you need to, get an entry in, if you haven't, you can go to our website, harrison-chamber.com, and you can go to the community events page, scroll down to the bottom, and there's a link there to fill out the application. You can just print that off, or you can just come out of the chamber, and we'll give you one there, and you can fill it out, and we'll give you a packet.
Now, can they call if they have a question?
They can call if they've got a question, 741-2659. Just call us, and we can answer any of your questions.
And for those people that really like bands, we have up, 5 right now?
We've got 5 right now.
5 bands. So come out and listen to those and enjoy the parade, and it'll be a fun time.
It's going to be fun. December the 3rd, 7 p.m.
Thanks, Michelle.
Thanks for having me.
And you have a safe trip down to...
Thanks, I will. I'm going home for Thanksgiving.
Mississippi.
Mississippi,
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Thanks for having me.
All right, let's take a break, and then we'll be talking with Bill Walker. He's from the American Smokehouse Company. We'll talk to him in just a minute or two. Stay with us.